Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. Megan and I are already laughing this morning. I am Nancy Quinn, and I'm here with my virtual CFO, Megan Dahle. Welcome, Megan.
Thank you. Thank you. I love being here.
I love having you here. We always have a lot of laughs before we go live, but it's kind of a serious topic we're talking about today, right? So tell everybody what we're talking about.
We're talking about profit.
Thank the Lord. Okay.
And the things that leak out of our profit, right? And so profit is money in minus money out. There's only two places that we can look to see where our money is leaking out, but there are telltale signs. There's a very specific telltale sign, and you already know it. So my job here today is to discharge the icky feeling that comes along with this telltale sign that we really want to just be like, shh, sit down and be quiet. I don't want to hear you because it makes me feel gross. You ready for this one?
Go ahead.
Okay. The word just or only, right? Like it's just, it's
yes,
just.
I hear it every day.
Yeah. Yes. Right. Like it happens on our revenue side, and it happens definitely on our expense side as well. Like when we're looking through our statements and we're like, oh, I forgot to cancel that piece of software again. Well, it's just $50 a month. Right. Yes. And I want you to take that word just and just put it in your body for a second. I can't even stop saying it.
I was going to say, you say it all the time. I didn't even realize.
And feel where it is. There's a charge that comes with it of compromise that that you're coming, but there's also behind it is a little bit of judgment, a little bit of self punishment, or
well, let me give another example, right? So somebody calls and says a little bit about you're an interior designer. They call and tell you a little about their job, and you say, okay, I'll just stop by and take a look at the project. You haven't charged for it. You haven't thought it through that person is actually going to get value from you just stopping by to take a look. Or if you're actually looking to market yourself properly, you should be sharing some information during these just visits and getting paid for them.
Yeah, like look at the skill that you have. Let's step into the shoes of the client for a little bit on that. So the client is having you come by and you use the word just, I'll just stop by, and they expect you to come in, see it, and instantly have a vision. That's what they think happens with your talent and with your skill set. And even if that's true, even if you have that, there is a lifetime of training and talent behind that makes that happen for you. And It doesn't mean you owe it to them to give it to them.
Even though you're naturally good at it, which some people say, well, it's just easy. They just asked me to give them advice on a pillow or on a floor plan or a color for the room. So it really didn't take me very long. So I didn't charge them for that. Like I hear this from my Profit Insider coaching clients who come to me in the beginning, and towards the end, they're like, Nancy, I charged. Nancy, I charged. Like this word just gives up so much time and so much of everybody's intellectual property and talent.
And joy. Can we say that it also gives up some of your joy because that's the fun part of business that you got into business for, and now you're giving it away for free.
And that's part of why they're giving it away for free, because they think it's just fun for me. It's no big deal.
You kind of killed the joy of it there, didn't you?
Yeah, because the more money you're making doing what you like, the more joyful you will feel. Right? The more money you're making to support your personal life, which is why everyone should be in business. It's not just being in business to share your talents with the world for free. That's called a hobby or volunteerism. Right? So if you're actually in business and calling yourself a business owner, we want you to make money. We want you to be profitable. So stop using the word just. I love what you said. Go into your body and just go just.
Yeah, for the moment, let's start with recognizing like, oh, I use the word, instead of it being like, oh, I use the word. Let's give you some skill set like, oh, I use the word. Great. Now I know when I'm using it, and it gives me a second to pause and say, why did I use this? How do I really feel about it? What am I avoiding by by giving it the label of justifying it. We're justifying an action with this word just that's taking something away from us.
I'm actually putting in the comments. I feel like we should have used this as the title of the line. Right? Start noticing when you're using the word just.
Yeah.
And how it's taking away from your profit.
Yeah. And let's remove the judgment when we hear it. And let's give yourself the room to have the excitement of, oh, there's the clue. There's a hint. Megan and Nancy were talking about this. Okay. What is it? Let's give it some space. Let's feel into it and really allow it to blossom into a truth that we can do something about instead of just keep covering it up. Just keep covering it up. Instead of keep covering it up and fixing it with something else. Just shh. It's okay. It's okay. It's just that. It's just that.
So between I didn't charge them because it was just, and fill in the blanks, or I just continue to pay for it because it's just $20, $40.
Yeah.
And I don't use it anymore, but I might use it. Like really stopping using the word just or noticing, and then what came after that and fix it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. This is what through all these years, Nancy, of working with interior designers that feel like they're bad at their numbers or the business side is intimidating. What I found is that it's not true. They're not bad at business. They instead are intimidated.
Fear,
but they're actually really good at it. And their intuition is telling them. There are obvious signs that they know. They know. Like when they bring a question of, should I hire? Do I need to take a pay cut? Like what's going on here? Like there's an incongruence between the answer they want and the answer they know.
Yes. And often they try to push it down or say, I can do it. I'll give it one more year. I'll give it 2 more years of working hard, tracking certain people's advice, trying to implement, maybe not fully or not well, getting distracted by other things. And they can always justify not doing something by, well, it's just another month. Yeah. It's just another year, right? I think you're right. I think that most interior designers, once they understand their numbers, once you and I teach them how to look at their numbers and then trust their gut, get the confidence to trust that they're making good decisions for themselves and their business, they become different people. Yeah, it's like a whole.
Like a party in there.
I literally say to my profit insiders, I'm like, do you remember the first time you met with me? All the things you were saying and the way you looked and the way you felt. And now 6 months to a year later, you are killing it and you're confident. And why is that? It's because you're charging your worth consistently and you're not just paying for things that aren't valuable or just not charging for things that are valuable. It's amazing the difference once people understand that they need to stop losing money.
Yeah. So if you want like a super powerful exercise, I am going to challenge you to download some report, your income statement, whether I would prefer that it be your detailed general ledger so you can see the individual transactions so you can kind of go through them with a pen and just
You used it.
and find that word in the transaction. Like, okay, this client was great. This client, I was able to charge what I was worth. It was a great relationship. This one over here, I charged just $90 for a pillow that actually cost me 3 hours of my time to put together and order and whatever. Okay, there's a just. Okay. I'm not asking you to do anything with it. I want you to get yourself to a place where you're comfortable recognizing the word and the feeling. And it's going to pop up like popcorn when you get to your expense section.
Yeah, I'm just paying for this because, and it happens with employees. I'm just keeping that person on because they've been with me for so long and they've just gone through an illness and I feel obligated. We adjust ourselves right into poverty.
Yeah.
sometimes, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And the assignment isn't to like do anything, to go and like tear everything
No,
apart right
just
now.
be aware.
Mhm. Awareness is going to make it not so hard. Like, know that getting started, that self-motivation, that's really hard to generate synthetically. We're
Yes.
going to use the word as like the beginning. It's going to crank that energy into you for you. It's going to be real. It's going to be authentic. It's going to come from a place deep inside of you, so that action isn't so hard to take.
Okay. So
Mhm.
start noticing when you use the word just for whether you're undercharging or paying for something you shouldn't be doing or justifying an action that you shouldn't be taking, right? It was just 15 minutes. It was just a quick stop. It was just a little conversation. No, everything has a consequence.
This much, and then just this much, and then just this much, and then just this
Yeah,
much.
just keep adjusting yourself into getting on our calendars because you're not making any money, right?
Yeah.
So we want you to be aware. I love this, Megan. I think this was huge. I want all my clients to watch it because a lot of them, and it is a mindset thing, don't just ... yourself into not being profitable, right? How about we just charge for that 15 minutes because we can and we should? How about we just cancel that subscription that we don't really use, that we don't need? Or how about we just learn a little bit more about the softwares we have so we don't keep buying software to do more things that one actually
Oh
does?
my gosh, that's the biggest one.
I mean, my tech
That's the
stack,
biggest one right there.
I try to keep my tech stack down, but it's hard because you need so much. But really, it's about making sure everyone has time to learn about the software and all
Yeah,
its
it's like
capabilities.
the unspoken addiction.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Subscriptions. Definitely.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. Final note. How do they find you and what can you help them with?
Come on over to megandahle.com. Let me help you with getting rid of that feeling around your numbers. Like this can be fun. Trust me. I make this understandable. I make this in a way that you can embody it, and it feels so good to
Yeah.
finally be on top of this and to feel like you're not being left behind.
Right. And it could be scary to look at your numbers as well, but not looking at them is not going to help you. Looking at them and understanding them and finding out where you're just not making enough money is key to really moving forward and getting better at what you do.
Yeah. Yeah. You got this. You got this.
Period.
You really do.
Everyone's got it. So,
It's not as
all
hard
right,
as
Megan. Thank you. I love your perspective on things. I love when you come up with these new ways of looking at our numbers and our profitability because you make it so relatable. And that's why you're so good at what you do.
Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. All right, everyone, go head over to megandahle.com. If you are confused by your numbers, you need some clarity, you need someone to tell you the truth, head over to megandahle.com and set up an appointment with Megan. Thanks again, Megan. We'll see you next month.
Thank you, Nancy. Take care.
Bye, everyone.